Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to a new video. So we got the new exhaust in. Now, if you guys don't know, I picked up a Cobb titanium catback. I've been running the Delta Motorworks catback for 4 years now. But ever since I went stage 3 and I did the headers and downpipe and everything, the exhaust that I was running was just a little bit too loud, a little bit too much rasp. And I just kind of wanted to tone it down and kind of perfect the overall volume and tone a little bit more. If you guys didn't watch my last video, the clearance on that resonator was just, it was literally like an inch from the ground. I was just too afraid to drive around with that simply because, you know, I didn't want to hit anything and just cause it more issues than I really needed to deal with. So I started looking at other options. Now, the Delta Motorworks catback on here now sounds fantastic, but honestly, cold starts, it's unbelievable how loud it is. I'm sure you guys with Tomays and stuff like that will understand, but with equal length headers and the downpipe and everything, it's crazy loud. I can't even convey to you how loud it is. But I'm being a respectful neighbor and everything, and I don't want to, you know, cold start my car every single day with something that loud. It literally shakes the dishes in my kitchen when I started. It's, again, I love loud exhaust, but it's just lacking tone now since I did the headers and all that. So I kind of want to dial it in a little bit. I wanted to get something a little bit quieter to tone down the rasp and also the volume a little bit. So I'm going to be trying out a few different exhausts. The first one that I wanted to try out, that I've always wanted to try out, is the Cobb titanium catback. Now this thing is absolutely beautiful. I have actually yet to unbox it yet, but I've seen pictures of it. I've seen it in person. It's beautiful. And it was one of those things that I knew if I would ever get rid of the Delta Motorworks, this is one of them I wanted to try, so I'm starting with this one. If I don't like the sound of this, I'm going to be moving to the AWE Touring and checking that one out. And there's a few others that I mentioned as well that I might check out. So what I'm going to be doing in this video is just unboxing it, going over the details, showing you how beautiful this thing is, and, you know, just giving you all the details about this exhaust. Because I know a lot of people don't necessarily get this one. They normally just get the stainless steel version, which is also very, very nice. But the titanium version is quite a little bit more expensive. This is $18.95, you know, pretty much 1,900 bucks, you know, call it 2,000 basically with shipping and all that. So it's pretty expensive for an exhaust for a Subaru. But honestly, it is worth it. The thing is absolutely beautiful. But let's go ahead and unbox it and see what it's all about. By I'm holding it how light it is. Wow. So everything is slip joints, so you just slip it over each section of the exhaust. You just clamp it down, so that's really nice. You don't have to worry about gaskets or anything. Same thing on the muffler side. It's all just slip joints. Super nice. Nice Cobb logo there. I mean, look at these freaking welds. Beautiful. So nice. Wow. Next to the downpipe. Absolutely beautiful. And look at the welds on that again. I can't even get over how light this thing is. It's insane. Now we're going to unbox the fun stuff, which is the stuff that everybody sees when the exhaust is on the car. So we got some Cobb license plate frames, nothing crazy. Here is all the hardware that comes with it. These are all the clamps. So super simple to install. Literally just slip them over the exhaust and tighten them down. And then this, oh yeah, these are the exhaust tips. Now there's still cellophane on there, so I'm not gonna take them off yet, but beautiful with the burnt color on the tips. That's gonna be a really nice addition to the rear end. As much as I love Cobb, I wish there wasn't a logo on every single tip. You know, so there's gonna be 4 Cobb logos in the back. That's the only complaint, but still very, very beautiful. Same thing, you slip them on, you can see the splits right there. You just slip them on, position them to where you want, then clamp it down. And you notice it's a slant cut. My current one is just a straight cut, so this adds a little bit more aggression. And the really nice part about having tips that come off like this is you can adjust to where you want it. You can have them stick out farther, you can have them sunken in, you can stagger it. So there's a lot of different options you can do. Personally, I like to have them a little staggered, so I'm probably gonna go with that look. And I don't like them when they stick out too far, so once we get there, I'll show you the look that I prefer. All right, next up is the muffler. So this is also a very nice part. Again, all titanium. Wow. So crazy nice again. This is just one of the mufflers, obviously the same thing on the other side, but there is the welds for the tips, the welds on the back of the muffler, and it's got a nice Cobb logo on the actual muffler on the other side. And if you kind of tell, it's kind of hard to see, but it's a straight through design. So there obviously is some baffling in there because that's what a muffler does. But it's a straight through design. There's no extra piping in there or anything. It goes straight through. So it should produce a very, very nice sound. All right, so here is a quick mock-up. I know the muffler's upside down. This is just for video purposes so you can see all the details. But this thing is absolutely beautiful. I can't even tell you. I wish I knew the weight of this. I should look it up. But it is crazy. I mean, just picking this up, you can just see one hand, barely anything. Honestly, it probably weighs like, I don't know, 20 pounds, if that. Obviously the muffler part is the heaviest part of the entire exhaust. Everything about it is just so nice. Super, super quality. So this is just exactly what I'm looking for in terms of overall quality and craftsmanship. Now, I have ran a titanium exhaust before on one of my cars. It was actually my E46 M3. The brand was called Dixis, which is actually a very, very rare piece now, but I absolutely loved it. And one thing that I experienced and I was able to realize was titanium has a very, very distinct sound. So most exhausts out there are just stainless, which is pretty basic. They use 304 stainless, which is, again, a pretty basic material used for exhaust. And they all have a very similar sound. Obviously, you know, there's going to be different tones and everything with different types of mufflers and resonators and different angles and you know, diameters of piping. Yes, there is going to be a little bit different tones and sounds from, you know, all the different types of exhaust out there, but nothing sounds like titanium. Titanium sounds like a bark. It has a very, very kind of higher pitched, has a very tinny bark. That's usually what I use to describe it. So it has a very, very different sound. Now, on a Subaru, it's going to be very different than the inline six that I'm used to on the E46 M3, especially with the Killer Bee equal length headers and the Grimspeed catted downpipe. I think it's going to add a really, really nice tone and sound to the car. And I'm really, really anticipating putting this on. I want to put it on tonight, but I don't know if I have the energy. It's pretty late, actually. I had a busy day today and everything, so I'll probably tackle this tomorrow. But I'm really looking forward to this. Just the quality of it is absolutely beautiful, and this is something that I look for when I put stuff on my car. In my last video, I was talking about craftsmanship and quality of different brands out there, and one of them I did mention was NVIDIA being on the less expensive side. Some people took that the wrong way. I wasn't saying it's cheap. I wasn't saying it's a bad exhaust by any means. I actually had an NVIDIA catted downpipe for my WRX. Very, very nice piece. I had no problems with it. Again, not a bad exhaust at all. But what I was trying to explain was just the craftsmanship and quality of it. While the quality is sufficient to 98% of the people, probably 99% of the people, for me, I'm kind of a nerd when it comes to this kind of stuff. So I always look for that extra step. Not necessarily that it's better. It's just something that I prefer doing and I enjoy. So having something a little bit higher quality, handmade in the US at that, just makes, to me, a little bit higher quality exhaust. And that's the main reason why there's less expensive parts and more expensive parts. It's just the materials used, how it's made, where it's made, that kind of stuff. I didn't mean it's a bad exhaust, so please don't take that the wrong way. I wasn't, hating on anybody that had an NVIDIA. In fact, the NVIDIA R400 was an exhaust that I do want to try on this car at some point as well. So for anybody that took it the wrong way, I apologize. I hope you understand where I'm coming from. I know you guys want to see it installed. I know you want to hear it. I promise those videos are next. I just don't have the time to get it knocked out tonight, and I wanted to get this video out for you guys because this thing is absolutely beautiful, and honestly it deserves a video on its own just to show the quality and craftsmanship. I know the Cobb stainless is a little bit on the quieter side, so we shall see what I think. I like louder exhaust, so this may be a little too quiet, but again, this is titanium, it's not the stainless version, and I have equal length headers and a catted downpipe. So it may be a little bit different. We'll see how it sounds, but I'm really, really looking forward to it. So be sure to check the next video when I'm installing it, finally with the first start, so you guys get an idea of what it actually sounds like. So quick shout out to RT Tuning. That is my shop where I got everything done in terms of stage 3. They did my AOS as well as my cylinder full cooling mod. They actually saw my Instagram story saying, I was looking for one of these, and they said we have one in stock, and they literally got it out to me in a day. So I went from not even thinking about getting a new exhaust to literally having a $2,000 Cobb titanium exhaust sitting in my garage a day later. So pretty crazy. Huge shout out to RT Tuning once again. Guys, so before I end this video, I wasn't sure if I was going to do this or not. And what I mean by that is actually burning the welds in on titanium. Now, don't freak out. This is something that would happen no matter what if I did this or not. As soon as you put it on the car and it heat cycles over and over, this is just typically what happens to titanium over time anyway. What I did is just burning it in with a butane torch. It just kind of speeds up the process, and plus it looks absolutely beautiful. So I've never really burned titanium before. I've done small pieces. So why not try it on a $2,000 exhaust? I got better the more I did it, just, seeing what colors come out, the longer you hold it and everything. Like kind of here, you can see, I held it a little bit too long there. But again, once it's on the car and it heat cycles, it'll all even out and everything. But over here is really beautiful. This is like a zebra stripe. This is the first one I did, so it's not as even. The last ones I did was on the mid pipe over here, so these are my better ones. Just a cool little look to add to the exhaust to match all the titanium hardware in my engine bay. Plus, this was something that was kind of on the back of my mind and I wanted to do, but I wasn't sure if I wanted to, sit there and take the time with my little torch there and get it done. But it came out beautiful. Absolutely love it. Looks so badass. I mean, who doesn't like burned titanium? But yeah. Keep in mind, this only works on titanium. If you tried it on stainless, it will not come out this color. It just kind of gets like a blue, like a very faint blue. It's not very pretty. This rainbow effect that you see only works on titanium parts. So if you have a titanium exhaust or titanium anything, you can do this too. It just takes some time, but it turned out beautiful. I hope you guys liked it. And I figured I would show you before I end this video. So thanks again for watching. If you have any questions at all, be sure to ask them below. But in the meantime, keep it clean, keep it simple, and I'll catch you in the next one.